this link here. Okay. And there is Pelichan, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me, bro? Bro? Ah, there he is. Hold on. Make this just a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make my...
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay, let's make it like this.
Yeah, I think we need to go to voice court.
Oh yeah,
Because I hear you with delay.
Okay. Mute my stream then, and I'll give you a phone call on Discord.
Okay. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I think your voice should be loud and clear. I can hear you as well. Let me, for the moment, stop the music as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. I'm doing great. I was just about to start jamming a few games until you were ready. I made the mistake and I went into the ladder with the Odin ball, but it worked out at the end without me getting too much anxious or anything, which is good. So, yeah. We're going to be doing the drafts for the next part of the CGC. And like I was mentioning earlier, there are so many nice matches that we already saw, and there are gonna be even better ones coming up. We already have some good matchups. Munchies with Dozen, Ruminado with Miguel Sefran, Emil with Art NHR, Crossenol with Squidward, Baron with Camilo Beltran. I wanna see Baron's game, in all honesty. Aphorismos with In Nomine Satanas, Danny Rai with an Eren.
About that,
Yeah.
about Aphorismos and In Nomine Satanas.
Yes.
They played before in another tournament.
Mm-hmm.
It was a BO5, and Aphorismos was winning with 2-0. He needed to win one more time, and he would defeat it. So In Nomine talked to Afo and said like, "Hey, can you give me some minutes to go to the bathroom?" And Afo was, "Okay, I will wait you." And after 15 minutes, Satanas returned and totally destroyed Aphorismos.
Okay, so probably that was a problem with there was something going on, something going wrong with the plumbing there. So yeah, in Nomine definitely knew what he was doing. He needed to get off that load in order to concentrate to the game. Fair enough.
Yeah,
He's a very good. He's a very good player. A very good player.
This will be interesting.
Yes.
Because Afo once is eager to revenge himself.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to see Danny Rai as well. He's going to be matching up with Eneren. Danny Rai, an amazing player. In all honesty, I thoroughly enjoyed watching him play his matches against my teammate Xanthiax. Xanthiax tried his best. He was very good as well. And oh my god, but Danny Rai, that second game of the series, he was so damn aggressive with that deck. I was looking at him and it was great to watch. And Decode, he's the one who made the deck. He was like, man, Danny Rai played it even better than me. He was like, he was very good to watch.
Yeah, really nice. Also, remember, people, you can see most of the matches in YouTube and on Twitch with the streamers that we will see that we are. Sorry. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Okay, so the last match of the winners bracket for round 2 will be Rykov against Zito Vega. All matches seem to be very interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to see them. And also, hello Emil. Emil is in the chat. Rykov is in the chat, and Squidward is in the chat. All players that won their first games in the tournament. We're gonna be having your deck soon. And for the losers bracket, we do still have some very good matchups here. We're gonna have Halt versus Aloka, Dr. Bearhouse with MCM, the Team Vipers MCM, Moskalas with JC360, who was the winner of the previous tournament, and I do think that he's gonna be making a comeback here. Deprevor.
Some people in the chat were talking about that Jace won the first edition because he didn't have the pros in the tournament. Now that he has the pros, that he's like, I don't know, he's kind of nervous. I believe. I think.
In all
So,
honesty, it's all about understanding what you're playing and why you're playing it, and being able to adapt to any game. I mean,
the match between Jace and I think
Art and HR.
was very good, but so good to watch that it was even a draw, the first game. So, yes.
It's not about being a pro or not. I mean, a pro player will always be have an advantage over anyone else, but at the end of the day, this is a game. So the better understanding you have of the game, and sometimes the RNG also is a big factor into this. You never know what happens. So this is a tournament, and in a tournament, everything is an option. So I do believe that Jace will make a comeback, and we will see him later on in quite a few games. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Okay, the next couple is Depra War with Kevosonico. Yes. Faberstein against Roberts, Rodri and Melissa, Xanthiax and Elvenwin, and White Wolf and Bandido Keith. So all of these matches, they're going to be played, and correct me if I'm wrong, Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upper bracket round 2 and lower bracket round 1.
Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna be doing the drafts for all these decks.
We have a few changes.
Yes.
A few changes. We have. I mean, after the first round of the upper bracket, we saw like there are some decks that are performing better than others, and others performing worse than others. So yeah, we have a few changes about the tier 1 and the tier 2 list. We will update this, of course, in the roulette. But I have them noted here, so there will be no problem about that. It's not every deck. It's like, I don't know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There will be only 10 decks that will be changed. It's not a super change. It's not like we get rid of that deck or make a new one. We have just 2 cases of something that you can say, well, this is another deck, maybe not. It is the mill deck because it's super, I don't know, it's too weak for the meta meme. I know people are afraid and all of that, but the people who weren't afraid, they could easily win against mill. So we changed a few cards of the deck. It is better, it's more balanced now. It has some tools to hold on around 2 push, or even to hold on around 2-1. Around 1. Sorry, around 1 push. So yeah, I think Mill will be still a tier 2, but it won't be a tier 3 without any tool to do anything. Also has no points. We have also changes in the deck of Syndicate. Blood Money is bad for business because it was too overpowered. So we nerfed it a little bit. We changed a few cards. It's not that a big deal. It's just making the deck balance.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Also, the Northern Realm Renfrey's Bandit Gang, Renfrey's band.
We are all
Deck.
bandits.
Yeah, they are bandits. Yeah. That deck also was kind of strong with the. Oh, I think how is the name? Oh, the Witcher that boosts itself. What is the name of that card?
The who?
The Witcher, the 12 provisions Witcher that boost itself. Ah, what is the name?
Oh, you
It
confuse
has
me.
immunity. Erland,
Ah,
yes,
Ireland.
Erland.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair
Yeah, yeah,
enough.
yeah. Yeah, it was kind of too strong to have Erland also in the deck, so we changed him. What else? Let me see. Um, well, now I can go with the decks. For example, the Dragons deck is
Hmm.
not longer a tier one. Is now a tier two.
Hmm.
We made a few changes as well because it was kind of inconsistent. Odin Ball went from tier one to tier two because of the performance of the tournament. The Flaminica and Siana went from tier two, no, from tier one to tier two. Uh, what else? I was forgetting about this. Syndicate Golden, only Golden. Um, it was kind. It didn't have the right tools to be a good deck, so we changed a few cards also in that deck. Sadly, we only have one person with that deck, so the feedback is kind of mixed, but we tried our best to balance the Syndicate only Golden. Well, yes, it will be still a tier 2, but it has more interactions with the leader and the cards. The Phoenix Swarm went from tier 1 to tier 2 since it's too dependent on the draws that you get. The first hand that you get uh, can be good, can be bad, and that is not definitely a tier 1 because it needs more consistency. We won't change any card on the Phoenix Swarm deck, but it is a tier 2. The Master Mirror deck went from tier 1 to tier 2 because of the same reason, lack of consistency. Yes, Skellige to Witcher's usual bow went from tier 1 to tier 2. With all of these changes, we believe that everything is more balanced. But as
Okay.
you may know and you may see in the matches, they are also on. We will be reviewing them as the tournament goes on. We try to not change much of the decks. Some people can. I mean, they want to play one specific deck. They have the cards, and then you don't have the cards. That's something that happened in the Casino edition number 1, and that could be also in this. We were ready for this, so no worries. The feedback is here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've been talking with people in general, and as much as we are doing, as much preparation as we're doing in the background, as much as we do testing and everything, unless you see live battles between people really playing competitive with each other and actually aiming to win, you don't really realize exactly some decks what their potential is. And it was indeed good to see a lot of changes being made, because I think some decks needed them. Like Peluchan said, obviously we're gonna be there for anything that you guys might need, and we're always open to feedback. Um, and we're right next to you to anything you might need, and we're trying to make this experience as pleasant as possible for everyone. So this also comes as a form of a small apology for all the people that might have gotten a few decks that were a bit underwhelming. We're trying our best to give you the best experience here, guys, and we're still learning also, so bear with us for just a little bit. Okay, so
Well, since the roulette isn't updated yet, it will
Uh-huh.
be in a few hours because you know that web page work is kind of difficult.
Very, I know.
Whenever I see a tier 2 of a tier 1 that isn't in the right place, well, I told you this is a tier 2, this is a tier 1.
Okay, very well. Fair enough. We can start with the drafts. I would prefer to start with the drafts for the losers bracket first, because they're kind of the people that we do want to play their games as soon as possible, so we can have like we can have winners bracket and
Okay.
losers bracket, like being consistent and at the same stage. We can start with them. Uh, are you gonna be taking notes as well for the all the decks so we can update them later on the webpage
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
sure.
participants? Okay, so I have this ready here. The roulette is right here. I'm gonna start rolling with the decks, and I'm gonna tell you the name of the competitor, and you're gonna tell me if we need to redo the roulette if there's like something wrong with the deck or the tier. Okay.
Oh, who's first?
The first one is Holt, who played
Okay.
with Munchies yesterday, and I see him in chat as well. Hello, my friend. Hello, Jorge, and hello, MCM. I hope everybody's doing great. Um, okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Random deck, tier
Can
1.
you please share your screen on Discord because I
Ah,
have
yes.
delay
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
this.
It's delayed. It's delayed. It's delayed. Hold on.
Sorry.
You're right. No, no
No
problem.
syndicate. Not again.
Oh yeah, Holt had a very big problem with this, but it's actually townsfolk again.
Also, it's pretty good.
It's townsfolk. He did have townsfolk in his decks, right?
Yes. Yes, yes.
He did
I
have
think the
it.
problem was he got another one.
Yeah, he got
No?
two, and it was syndicate generate if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the problem was not townsfolk, or yes, maybe it was syndicate generate. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Syndicate generate will be change a few cards as well because it had zero. I don't know. It cannot be inconsistent because of the draws. So now we have more consistency. It's not a big deal. We just change a few cards, like I don't know, two cards.
Okay, so write
Okay.
down Syndicate Townsfolk for Halt, and let's do another one. Ooh,
Oh,
MO6
nice.
Maddox. That's the
Yeah.
second tier 1 deck for Halt.
Yes.
And let's
This
see.
has been changed anything. It has zero changes. It is performing well. It's balanced. I mean, it's not balanced. It's a tier 1, but yeah,
Okay,
it's a good deck.
let's go with the tier 2 one, which is going to be. Viper! NG Viper.
Nice.
Excellent.
That is a deck that most of people were afraid of having it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
thought that it can be a tier 3. People were like, nah, 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 it's just bad. I mean, it is bad in the meta because, well, you know how is meta.
Yep.
But in meme decks, it is performing so well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been performing extremely well. I've been watching Emil play it on her stream, and I thoroughly enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
It does have the ability, even if your opponent doesn't allow you to get a lot of Vipers, it does have the ability to still be a bit competitive. You do have a few options there to control your opponent. So it is a good deck. It is a good, very, very good deck. And Art NHR is here as well. He's hype, he says. So we're gonna be seeing his decks in a bit. It's okay except for the Syndicate deck. All good. I'm sorry, Holt. What can you do? Let me refresh the roulette page. I'm gonna refreshing the roulette page after each draw we have, so we make sure we get some lucky decks there. Second contestant, Aloka, who's the opponent of Halt in the losers bracket.
Hold on. I've seen some change. It seems like 6 Mador went from tier 1 to tier 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we need to do a redraw of the 6 Maddox.
Oh,
Sadly.
okay. Oh
So
no.
I just
Oh
missed
no.
it. Yeah.
Okay, okay, we'll do it.
You know
Let's do
how
it.
these changes affect us all.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, it's saying it's okay except for Syndicate deck, all good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's the syndicate one he doesn't like. Would you like to actually make the townsfolk turn it from tier 1 to tier 2 so we can change that for him? That would be better. But he says it's okay. So let's change this to the ST Shiro. Let's go out to Shiro. Okay?
Yeah.
Put that instead of Madoc. Since it's not fully upgraded yet, the roulette, will it be a good idea if we draw a tier 2 in the tier 1 list, we save that and use it as the tier 2 without doing the draw? Because it's kind of unfair. We're not going to be seeing any of the decks if they're not, changed.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about that.
So we do at least keep most of the decks in the game until the roulette in the web page is updated for the next draws.
I mean, you want to.
Whenever we draw in tier 1, whenever we draw into a tier 2 deck, we keep that, and that's gonna be the tier 2 deck without doing the roulette for the tier 2.
That's fine for me.
Yeah, so we do at least have the variety. If the draws are just tier 1, we just go to the tier 2 roulette and we just roll that. So it's gonna be basically the same. We just
The next thing that we can do. I was thinking about this. Since we have a few changes, you can say that, for example, Townsfolk represents a deck from tier 2 that is tier 1. So you can say if you get that deck, the deck from the roulette from tier 2 will be that deck. You know what I mean? It's like replacing the name, even if the name says something else.
okay.
Yeah, because Boca said, Emil said, I agree with Boca, otherwise you will never see a new tier 2 decks.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not gonna see them this round. They're gonna be there for the next round. But it would be better to do it now anyway, just to do it like that and not lose the opportunity to get more feedback. That's more important for me.
Yeah, I mean, this is just because the page isn't updated.
Yeah. That will be
So
That will be done by the next draft anyway. So we're gonna be able to work with it better.
So round 2 losers bracket and round 3 upper bracket, we will have all these things sorted out. So yeah.
Okay, so let's continue with the draws for Aloka. Have you updated Shiru for Halt instead of 6 Maddox?
No.
Updated, yeah. Yes,
Nice.
Halt. It's ST Syndicate and Viper for you. And now we're gonna be doing Aloka. Let's go. Okay. MO6 Maddox. Let's keep that as the tier 2 one.
Okay.
A reroll.
All right.
Phoenix Swarm.
Phoenix Swarm. It went from tier 1 to tier 2, so he will have 2 tier 2s.
No, we can keep, instead of having 2 tier 2s, we can keep the first one we got and we just re-roll until we get 2 tier 1s.
Okay.
Yeah?
Problem.
That's better.
Also, remember to reload the page.
I reload. Should I reload after each roll or after we finish like with an opponent?
6 rolls you have to
Okay,
reload the page.
no problem then. Either on veterans.
Doran veterans. I don't think this has any changes at all.
No, it didn't, as far as I remember. So this is still tier
It's
1. Write that down. So we got another tier 1 deck, and it's going to be double Guernicora.
okay.
So Aloka will have double Guernicora, SK Eteron with veterans, and MO 6 Maddox as the tier 2 one.
Yeah, I mean, if we are not updating the decks yet, so people just don't get the decks yet. We are
Yeah, and
updating.
for whoever has already a few of these decks or maybe is redrawn the same deck again, make sure that you recheck. Probably by tonight we're gonna have everything ready.
Yeah.
So recheck the decks to get all the latest changes and have the most updated decks.
Also, we'll do an announcement about the new decks, I mean, everything that is new in the deck list.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, someone in Team Viper already did some changes. So, Flaminica is instead of the Dragon's deck, and Odin Ball is instead of Phoenix deck. Also, to Witcher's usual bow is in exchange for Master Mirror. So, whenever you get a Flaminica deck, it will be the Dragon's deck.
Mm-hmm. Is it that when you click the link?
No, no, no. We'll just keep doing how we were doing it. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, this is such a mess. I
No
mean,
one.
having this web page is kind of tricky because people won't know what happened to each deck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, we will
Yeah.
do.
Anyway, let's just continue with the
Let's
draws.
just
Make the
do it.
draws, and we just update everyone on Discord when the changes are going to be implemented. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sorry
So
about that.
yeah,
Okay.
web pages are a bitch. Dr. Bear House is going to be next. I reloaded the page, so let's
All
go.
right.
Hello, Size Mattress. How are you doing, bro?
It is
Shiro.
Spectre Shiro. Please.
Let's go to Shiru, first tier 1 deck.
Nice. Next one.
Next one is going to be NR Renfree's Gang.
Such a strong deck.
Mm-hmm.
From tier 2.
Ooh. Scratch that. That was a mistake. So let's do this here. Ooh.
Okay.
So they get an upgraded version of the Nilfgaard Mill.
Yeah. It will be still a tier 2, but it won't lose so badly against all the decks.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, yeah.
So Aloka got Shiru, Renfree's Gang, and Mill. Sorry, Dr. Bear House, not Aloka. Dr. Bear House. Next is gonna be MCM, your teammate. Yep.
Okay.
For MCM, we got Flaminica went from tier 2, from tier 1 to tier 2, so we keep that.
Yes.
We keep that, and we are giving him also the Assimilate Madness as the tier 1.
Okay. That deck is so good.
I know. And another double Guernicora.
Again, he got that in the first round, and he lost with that because
He lost
of
against the Blood Money deck. I know.
yeah.
But this
Like
time,
having,
this time maybe it's gonna be different.
yeah, I think that the double Garnicora is still strong because of that the thing about Garnicora is like it's too strong. You need to think a way to destroy the points in that deck. So yes.
Okay,
All right.
reloading the page and going to Moskalas. Moskalas is the next competitor that we're drafting for.
Have a message from Team Viper. So yeah, it will be if you get the the deck of Flamin. I mean, this is wrong. Continue.
Okay, so again, Flaminic and Sayana, which will play as the tier 2 deck.
Yeah, Flaminica, it's a tier 2.
So we go for, let's see, plays again into the Referee's Gang, tier 1.
All right.
And ST Armor Me Up.
Wow.
Yep, that is a strong combo there
Yeah, indeed.
for Moskalas. Hello, oh, Danny Rice in the chat. Hello, Mr. Pro Player. How are you doing, my friend? Next one is JC. Was up bracket already rolled? No, we're gonna be doing it in a bit. We've started with the losers bracket first, and then we're gonna be going ourselves through the winners bracket. So Jace is the next one. Let me reload the page.
All right. Let's see what he got.
Phoenix Swarm.
Okay, that's a tier 2.
We keep that. We keep that as the tier 2. ST Dragons. That's another tier 2, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so okay, scratch this. We re-roll it.
All
and
right.
Swarmy stuff is there, tier 1.
This is nice.
And now dragons again. Come on.
All right.
And double Garnicora.
Garnicora.
Fair enough. Okay. So we have double Garnicora, the Swarm, and Swarmy things. He actually got all monster ones, yes? Was it all of the monster ones?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a first. That's a first.
Triple monster.
That's a first for JC. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it has a difficult match against Armor Me Up. I believe he will ban that because it's just has so many points.
It has a lot of potential.
Remember, he has Renfri's Gang, and that is difficult. That is so difficult.
He will be. Depre War, next contestant. Reloading the page, and we are running the roulette again.
Right.
Okay, Archimages.
Who is the player?
Depre War.
Sorry, what?
Depre War.
Oh, yeah.
Pronunciations.
I don't remember his name because he had another name.
I wish that everyone just speak Greek and it will just all be perfect. Okay, Archimages is the first deck. Second deck is Master Mirror, which went to tier 2, right? So that's the tier 2 deck for him. And another Assimilate Madness.
Wow.
Kevosonico, next player. Reloading the page. And we stopped on Resilience. Resilience went to...
Yeah, it is still the same.
Still the same, okay. Golden Necker Resilience.
Yeah, I've seen people banning this deck because of the carryover of the 4 Resilience cards. So
Okay.
yeah, it's quite good.
Fair enough. So resilience for Kevosonico, first tier 1 deck. Let's see what he gets next. Next is gonna be Armor Me Up again
Wow.
as a tier 1 and tier 2. NR Coin! Ooh,
Yeah.
yes. Let's go. NR Coin here. This is
You know,
actually a very nice lineup.
some people were complaining about Coin
Mm-hmm.
because it has like people will play it without coin and just go with the I don't know what is it, with the combo of the traveler and
And
also
Tridam.
the duel. So yeah,
Tridam and Jewelers. It's because it needs a lot of setup. Coin is not a bad card, but the amount of setup it requires to give you the maximum value, that is a lot of work to do, especially if your opponent has the ability to control your board. But all in all, still, Coin is the one card that can give you the most amount of points in a single turn if you play it properly and combine it with Viraxas. That's very
against
important.
Archmakes, I don't think coin is that strong. Against
Mm.
Master Mirror, perhaps, but against Assimilate Madness, also it is also very difficult to keep up. I mean, even if Assimilate Madness has no removal tools, well, it has Igni, but if it has Igni. So
Oh,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that's easily. You can easily just bypass that. You just keep one
yeah,
charge on your traveling priestess. You just sacrifice one of your boosted units, and that's it. So nothing.
yeah, yeah.
It's a flexible deck. It's one of those decks that allows you to play in different ways. If it was only focused on coin, I would agree. It wouldn't be a good deck. Not at all, because you only have a single game plan and that's it. But you have other cards there that can also win you games. It is a flexible deck, difficult to play, yes, but more importantly, if you know what you're doing, you can get the points from it.
Like the Phoenix Swarm, it is a good deck, the Phoenix Swarm deck, but you need to have a good hand
Mm-hmm.
and a good setup.
Mm-hmm.
So without that, the deck kinda. I mean, you can play another thing in the Phoenix deck, but it won't be that strong.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Seven Withers deck is more flexible than the MO
Yeah,
Phoenix Swarm.
because
But
it has
yeah.
Witch's Sabbath. I know.
Hmm.
I know. I made
Yeah.
that deck with having in mind that if you go all greedy on it, it's gonna be awesome. But going all greedy is not always the way to play this. So there is flexibility with that Witch's Sabbath there to actually have a very strong deck there. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so we
Let's
got
go. Let's
everything for
go.
Kevosonico. Next one is gonna be Faberstein.
Okay. He played so well in
Mm-hmm.
the round one,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, there is always the random factor.
Yep. Faberstein gets Townsfolk, tier
All right.
1. Gets Remfry's Gang, another tier
All
1.
right.
And for tier 2,
Mhm.
Witchers You Shall Bow.
That is a tier two.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Next player is
I have
Robert.
some messages in the Viper Discord. We
Mm-hmm.
have already making the change for the from the web page.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it will take a time. It will take time, but yeah, we were discussing this, and we will have the changes by in a few hours, not
Okay.
even
Okay.
night.
Okay.
So yeah,
Thank you.
this is
Thank you, Fitz, for the
five
follow.
minutes. Says Jorge.
5 minutes.
Um,
Anyway, we just proceed with this and we just let everyone, check later on in a few hours. Just check for the text to make sure that you have the updated versions. And hopefully, we're not going to be making any other changes for the next rounds.
you think we can wait a few minutes
Ah, we
before
can.
we can keep
We
because
can.
we have only a few people. I mean, the lineups are good. It's they are not bad. I see
Mm-hmm.
most of the decks balance. So yeah,
We can wait 5 minutes if you
yeah,
want
we
to.
can wait. Yeah, we can also discuss about the changes because yeah, we have some feedback about them. It is like we need to do that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we will see the changes in a few minutes.
Okay.
So, how was the tournament so far? Focus. What was your first impressions of the
Well,
tournament?
for me, I was very excited to see some of the matches, and I was also very lucky to see the Zantiax versus Danny Rai match. It was such a great match from start to finish. They were both amazing. Video is currently up of their matchups of the games they had. I think we already posted it. Oh, poor Emil is waiting for her text. She needs to go to bed. It's very late over there. 5 minutes until the guys actually, yeah, update the page, and we're gonna continue. We're gonna do it a bit faster after that. Um, so yeah, that match was a great watch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I casted Munchies and Halt match yesterday, which was also good. I think all matches have that little extra thing that makes them special. I do see a lot of people trying to play the decks in a different way that they are supposed to be played, and it's not always like it's because people do not understand what the deck is about. They're just adding their own spin and trying to adapt into the whole flow of the game, adapt to what their opponent is doing in general, which is always nice to see. I do like it when people try to be flexible with their decks and um, everything that comes with the game. So far it's been good, and I do feel that the more we progress, the better games we're gonna be seeing.
Yeah, yeah. I also loved the way that people are playing the decks. They are not getting like in meta deck you have a way to play the deck optimal. In these kind of decks, you have to be creative in how you are going to play it. So that's why I liked the Emil match against
Oh, Emil's
uh,
match as well, yeah.
Moscalas, I believe was his opponent.
Yeah, Moscalas.
Um, uh, yeah. So when I was seeing that match, she did use the Viper combo, but she also thought about more things. Like for example, she was playing around Igni. She was like breaking the front line, so Moscalas couldn't play that very well. So with that in mind, I think people can be competitive with
Even
with
with a
this
deck
deck.
like Viper
Even with
deck,
the
yeah.
decks that they have, they are going competitive. They are going all for in. So yeah, I like that a lot. I mean, thank you people for taking this seriously because often people are like, hey, this is just a meme tournament. Yeah, yeah, it's just meme. It's just random. You can't play it the way that you want, and it's not like that. You can be competitive. You can be creative. You can have fun with different kind of decks. So yes,
I fully agree with that. Purifying the Saskia
Purifying
was
Saskia
clutch.
was so good to
It
watch.
was a good one. It was a good one. A very good move. That probably actually won you the game. That second game. It was a very good move. And I love the way that she was talking on streaming. She was like, "Hey, I can actually use it for this."
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's funny. It's funny that sometimes you just have something there that has a very specific purpose. One card does only this thing, and at some point you play a game against an opponent, you see, hey, I can actually use this in a different way. So it all comes uh, into an understanding. The better understanding you have of your deck, the better you are with that deck. I was always in favor of, if you want to climb, or if you want to get to pro rank, or if you want to get to, I don't know, 2,500 mmr, whatever your goal is, get one deck that you feel really comfortable with, and play as much as possible with it. Do many games. Try to learn it. Try to make it better. Try to be as flexible as possible. That's it. That's the trick here. Winner bracket when? Soon. Do we have the updates yet?
No, we are just waiting for it.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. A few more minutes, guys. I'm sorry for the
The
delay.
change in the web page will only be the tier 1 and tier 2. The deck itself will be updated later.
Okay.
So yes, don't
Fair
worry
enough.
about that. We will just have the roulette updated so the draft goes according to what we are changing. What else? Yeah, I've seen I read some message in the chat that I think it was Elden Wind that she said like the NR Bandits gang is kind of meta, and yes, it is kind of meta. People are playing like that. So yeah, when you get familiar to a deck, it is more easy to compete with it. I see people that were about like, hey, I don't like meal deck, so I'm going to ban it. Yesterday I saw it. I was talking to Petitos. It was his match. He was like, Robinado, yeah. He was like, hey, I don't think I can make it to round 2 because of my draws, because I have 2 tier 2 decks. And I was like, hey, don't worry. People are scared of Nilfgaard Mill, and they often ban it for some reason I don't know. So yeah, he got banned Nilfgaard Mill, and he had like 1 tier 2 and 1 tier 1, and he won. He played so beautiful those decks. So yeah, people should don't be that as scared of mill decks. They are not that strong. I mean, they have points, they have RNG, they can be tilting, but they are not that strong, people. Keep in mind that we test these decks. I mean, for myself, I test a lot of mill because I love that deck. So I know because of the problematic that can be Nilfgaard Mill. Yeah, I'm reading a Mill's message because of Tibor. Yeah, Tibor is strong in this deck, but it is not that strong because it's kind of the only
It
card.
depends on the deck you're playing against. There's some decks that cannot deal with Tibor. Really cannot deal with Tibor. Um,
It seems that we have the new changes in the roulette. So let's see.
okay.
Yeah, I see the changes already. F5. We can continue.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So let's go.
Thank you so much,
Fast.
David Q, for this. Thank you so much.
Let's continue fast because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
gonna
no
have
problem.
our asses kicked here. So let's go. Roberts. Let's go quickly.
Nice.
Decks for Roberts. Swarmy stuff. First deck.
MO Swarmy.
Yes. Emo Swarmy stuff. Another
Nice.
Renfrews gang.
All right. We are seeing that
Forgot about
Renfrew's
this.
gang from round 2 is everywhere.
Yeah. And let's do
Who
the
would have
tier
thought?
2 one.
Let's see.
And
What
another
is
NG Viper
Ice?
for the
I
tier
love that.
2.
It's so good. I mean, it has
Next
so many options. Yeah.
next contestant is Rotary.
Roll with a lot of numbers,
Numbers.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Rotary 27 11 91.
Yeah. Whatever. Brother.
Okay. So he got the Witcher's You Shall Bow. Wasn't this a tier 2?
Yeah, I think that it is a tier 2.
Okay, we don't stop. We continue. Keep it as a win. Ooh. Okay, Laura is here with the raid. Hello, brother. How are you doing? How was the top 16 games? Hold on.
All right. We have more people.
Yep. So keep this as the tier 2 one.
No, let me
No?
see if we can change it already. Yeah. Yeah, because we are just working in the web page, so no problem. Well, that's better. Quite sure.
Mm-hmm. Skull Tashiru,
Right.
tier 1.
Hmm? What's next?
And another swarmy stuff.
Swarmy stuff. All right.
Okay.
And the tier 2 deck will be.
Tier 2 deck is Shubkambi.
All right.
There we go.
You know, people were at first, people were like, hey, this deck is super strong. But after the 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 games, it is just no so good. It isn't that good.
You
I
know,
mean, it has some points, but
Kambi needs to. Kambi is a very, very peculiar card. Sometimes it can win you a game, sometimes it can lose you a game.
you know what? This is the deck with has that has a lot of discard cards that has the discard combo. Oh, I think this is yeah, we have to update this. This was already in a tier 2. Yeah, but we have to change this to tier 1.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The Skellige Master Mirror was the one
Oh,
that was underperforming. Yes,
you're
Skellige Master Mirror
killing me.
didn't have enough cards. Yeah, you can reroll it.
Okay, reroll then. God damn it.
Reroll it. Yeah.
Ah, a Bearer's Honor. Fair enough.
Yeah, that is
That is the
uh
one of the decks that we haven't seen yet. It's a Folks as Enslaved deck with Bearer's Honor. A
yeah,
very, very nice deck. Very interesting deck. This will be nice to watch.
this will be indeed nice to watch.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is for Rotary. So we're going to Melissa now.
All right.
Let's go
Let's see
quickly.
what she got.
She dropped the 6 Maddox, tier 2. I'm gonna reroll. Oh, okay. Swarmy stuff, that's the first deck. Tier
Okay.
1.
Next one.
Mm-hmm. She gets the double Desert Bro as well. Another
Right.
tier 1 deck. And the tier 2 one. Don't get me Shubkambi again, come on. That's why I never play roulette, to be honest with you. And the Bearer's Honor.
All right. Again, that deck. We will finally see him.
Mm-hmm. Then there's gonna be a mirror match if both of these decks survive and they don't ban each other. So we'll see about that. Xantiax is the next one.
Okay.
Okay, double Desert Bro.
F5, please. F5 before that.
I did it. I did a refresh.
Right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, sign down the double Desert Bro.
What was the first one? Armor me up.
No. Double Desert Bro was the first one. This is the second tier one.
No. What is the second tier one?
Collusion Theory.
Illusion. Yeah.
And
The deck will get a buff. I mean, more consistency.
a
That
bit
is the
more
buff.
consistency with that. And
Lower bracket decks, Cruzano.
and the tier
Mirror.
2 deck is the 7 Weavers.
All right.
For Xantiax. Crosano, yeah, it's for the lower brackets, and then we're gonna be shifting immediately to the.
What is doing the MO7 with us in tier 2?
It was tier
I mean,
2. Did you change this as
It
well?
was, yeah, it was a tier 2. You think that is okay?
Thank you,
for
Crosano.
I think it has potential, or not.
No, it's tier 2. This should stay as tier 2. It's not an easy deck to play. It's not easy to pilot. It's definitely tier 2 deck. Believe me. And thank you, Squidward, for the follow. Let's do the next one.
Next.
Next one is Elven Wing.
Oh,
Let's go quickly. Bad Business, still in
Right.
tier 1.
Second one.
Renfree Lockdown.
All right. Wow. Those are strong decks.
Yep. And Syndicate only gold as the tier 2 one.
All right. Yeah, we will change this deck because it was lacking of
Yep.
spenders, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
White Wolf.
White
White Wolf is the next competitor. Just the last matchup for the losers bracket. Let's see. Assimilate Madness.
Ooh, nice.
And Archimages.
Wow.
And the tier 2 one is Run Daddy Daycare. Yes! Some Necromancy Tome love right there. For the last losers bracket competitor, we have Bandido Keith.
All right.
And we get Townsfolk. That's the first one.
All right.
And another Assimilate Madness. And for the
Right.
tier 2, we have another meal.
All right.
Anyway.
Have some interesting decks, you know?
Mm-hmm. And let's get back into the winners bracket. So we're gonna be doing this now. First matchup, Munchies versus Dozen. We're doing the Munchies draft picks.
Right.
Shub Kambi is now tier 1 here. So I guess some of the changes must have implemented.
Yeah.
Okay, so Shub Kambi.
Nice deck, you know?
Mm-hmm. Eater on Veterans, 2 SK tier 1 decks for Munchies.
Right.
And the tier 2 one is again Syndicate only gold.
Right.
Next competitor is Dozen.
Closing.
And he gets Renfree Lockdown.
All right. Strong deck, you know?
Armor Me Up.
Wow.
And for the tier 2, Cintria Royal Guard. Yes, Crozano, Armor Me Up is dwarfs. The only one I think we have with dwarfs. We haven't made anything else with dwarfs in the pool list. Next one is gonna be Rominado.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Let me just reload this first.
You know, maybe in round 2, we might change again the tier ones. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but we
some
should do
people are-
it before we make the drafts.
Yeah. But in that case, we will only change the tiers, not the decks.
Text itself, yeah. Renfree Lockdown, that's the first tier 1.
All right.
Crosano,
Very
you
nice
can just pick up the deck and go on ladder with it. That's the best way to play the deck. Not just in the tournament, and that's where things will be interesting. Archimages is a second tier 1 deck. Against all this and you push it. No thanks. Fair enough. And tier 2 deck is tier 2 Syndicate Generate.
Right. This deck will be also change. I mean, a few cards. We're just balancing things. You know, now I get why CDPR gets all the hate, and they are like, okay, we have to make change.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, at least we're implementing changes like right on the spot a few days later. Renfrey took a month for them to balance, so we're probably trying to do this a bit differently and better. Next
Oh,
competitor is Miguel Sefran.
okay, but something first. Remember, people, don't make the deck
Yeah,
yet.
give us a
We
few
are
hours to update everything.
Yeah. After we make an announcement of the new deck list, I mean the updated deck list, then you will make the deck.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will get another version, and then you get confused in the match, and people were like, "Hey, you're playing with another deck," and you were like,
Uh,
"Hey, I have this." Okay.
you have
So yeah, we are
Monday.
making.
You have Monday and Tuesday, Melis, to play.
Yeah, you have Monday, Tuesday. You can get in touch with your opponent right now, because it's like, okay, we can talk it, and maybe we can get an agreement that is okay for everyone, and well, you can talk right now. It
Okay.
is okay if you want to contact your opponent right now. It's okay, but remember, the decks won't be up until a few hours, until we make an announcement. That's it. After the announcement, we will have the decks updated.
Okay. So next competitor, Miguel Sefran from France,
Shook
and
TV.
yes, and the first deck he gets is NG Assimilate Madness. The second tier 1 deck he gets is Townsfolk, Syndicate Townsfolk. And the tier 2 deck he gets is Odin Ball, NG Odin Ball.
Yeah.
And we go next to the matchup of Emil and Art NHR. Again, apologies to both of you for being a bit late in giving you the drafts. I know it's late for you guys. We're going first with Emil.
All right.
Let's see what we get for her. Let's see if I have the lucky draw here. Ooh, double.
She's a good player.
She is, believe me, she is. Double Desert Brawl, that's the first tier 1 deck. The second tier 1 deck is Armor Me Up.
Wow.
Yep, that's a good deck. And
I'm afraid of that deck. That, for me, is like way too strong. But yeah, we will see it this round.
and the tier 2 deck is Syndicate Only Gold.
I've seen this a lot of. In the first round, there was only one person with Syndicate only gold, and now we have plenty.
Now we
of
get
them.
more, which is
Yeah,
kind of
more
good.
feedback.
We need to experiment with this. Then we have Art NHR, that's the next competitor. Her opponent.
Hmm?
And the tier 1 deck is Shukambi.
All right.
The second tier 1 deck is gonna be Collusion Theory.
Nice.
And the
I mean,
tier...
I know he's a good player, so Syndicate in the right hands.
Yeah, I know. And the tier 2 deck is NR Coin.
Nice.
Some very interesting choices here for both of them. I'm very much looking forward to see them play, because I think this is gonna be one of the nice, very, very, very interesting matches in round 2. We're moving onwards to Crossano and Squidward's matchup. First, we're picking for Crossano.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get Armor Me up for Crossano. He wants that. Townsfolk. That's the first tier 1. Then we have... fortunately, we have Assimilate Madness, which is the second tier 1.
I mean, you can be mad with Assimilate Madness.
And the tier 2 is Odin Ball.
Right.
Now we go for Squidward.
Nice.
He wants Phoenix. Let's see if we can get him Phoenix.
All right.
Have a great evening, Emil. Apologies for delaying, and we'll talk soon. We'll talk very soon.
Yeah. Thank you, Emil. Hope you win the next round.
We got Renfrey's Gang as the first deck for Squidward. Then we have Golden Necker Resilience. That's the second one.
That's a square tile.
Yeah, Scoia'tael Golden Necker Resilience. And the tier 2 is the Century of Royal Guard. Just next to the Phoenix Swarm. I'm sorry, Squidward. I'm really sorry. It got too close, but not close enough. So close, still far away. I'm sorry about it. So we're drawing next for Baron.
Baron wins one, right?
Yeah. Okay, it drops to 6 Maddox.
Wait. Baron wins. All right. Here's one. MO, 6 Maddox.
6 Maddox.
MO, 6 Maddox.
It's a tier 2.
It's a tier 2, right?
Yeah. So I've re-rolled. As a Syndicate Collusion
re-rolled.
Theory.
All right.
Syndicate Collusion Theory, that's the first one. And ST Shiru.
ST Shiro.
Yeah, that's the second one. And the third one is NG Eberer's Hall. Honor, sorry.
Right.
Sorry. Oh, damn it. I need water.
I never seen that get that deck, so we'll see how good it is.
Yep. His opponent is going to be Camilo Beltran. So Camilo's decks will be, let's see. NG Assimilate Madness.
Nice. I love these matches. The ones with this deck.
Thank you for the follow, Holt, and thank you for being here, my friend. Have a great rest of your day. The second tier 1 deck is ST Golden Necker Resilience. And the tier 2 deck is Odim Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have an Assimilate Mirror here. It's gonna be great. And 3 more matches to do the drafts for. Aphorismos in nomine Satanas. We were doing Aphorismos first.
Alright, Aphorismos. He was mad in his matchup. He was like, rah, I don't like this game. Rah, I don't like this roast. Then he won.
Shiru is the first one.
Nice.
ST Shiru. And another Assimilate Madness.
This deck is everywhere. This is something that happened as well on the first edition. Like, people had some decks in round 1, then some totally different decks in the round 2, but those decks were everywhere. So yeah, this is interesting.
This is RNG for you, man. NR Coin is the tier 2.
Nice. We will see how he managed coin.
In nomine Satanas is the next competitor. And we have Dragons. Dragons was demoted to tier 2, right?
Oh, tier 2, yes.
Okay,
so
that's still there. Iteran Veterans.
No. Dragons are still tier 1. We changed the deck, I believe.
Okay, so you kept it to tier 1. If you kept it to tier 1, then we go with Dragons and Iteran Veterans as the tier 1 decks.
So, Skeletal Dragons, the updated version, and Skellige Idvaran,
Veterans.
Mhm.
Nice.
And as the tier 2, Sindrian Royal Guard for Nomine Satanas.
Nice. So,
Um,
NR coin versus NR Synthion Royal Ward.
mhm.
I'm looking to it. I will go with Royal Ward, but I don't know. Coin might be too powerful as well.
Okay, so next is the matchup of Danurai and Eneren. We're doing Danurai first.
Yes.
And let's see what we get for him. He gets Townsfolk, that's the first deck. First tier 1 deck.
Hmm?
Shub Kambi is the second one.
Right?
And the tier 2 is another coin. Hoo, 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 hoo. Now this is a deck I really do hope doesn't get banned for him. I want to see Danny Wright playing coin. I want to see how he deals with coin. Because
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be a few things that he can teach us just by watching him. Eneren is the next competitor. Let me
Nice.
refresh the page and random deck. Again with the 6 Maddox, come on. Okay, we get to Shiru.
Get the Shiro.
And double
Nice.
Desert Bro.
Wow.
And the tier
Alright.
2 is MO only gold.
Oh, finally.
MO only gold.
It is a good deck, you know. I saw a few matches of it, and it was like, hey, this is performing well. I mean, it's a tier 2 because of the lack of synergy in the deck, but it is a nice tier 2 deck.
And now the last matchup is Rykov and Zito Vega. We're gonna be doing Rykov first.
Nice.
Oh, not again.
6 Maddox again.
Yeah. Okay, Assimilate
Right.
Madness. That's the first one. And Renfrey Lockdown, 2 NG decks for tier 1 for Rykov.
Right.
And Master
Tier 2.
Mirror is the tier 2 version.
I
And,
mean, he has a look, a really nice lineup.
yep.
The-
And Zeto Vega, last competitor. Let's see. Double Desert Bro.
2 Nilfgaard for Nilfgaard main, says Rykov. Easy.
That's bad. Archimages, the second tier 1.
What was the first one?
Archimages, double Desert Bro.
Right. And the tier 2.
Phoenix Farm.
All right. Really nice. Nice. So,
So-
we have everything. And he gets Phoenix. What a joke, says Squid.
I'm sorry, Squid Spart. Honestly, what can you do? Okay. So these are the latest draft picks. Please, ladies and gentlemen, always remember: do not make any upgrades. Do not make any changes to any decks yet. We will be upgrading all the decks very, very soon in the upcoming hours.
right now. Yes,
So-
we're working on it right now.
Yeah, so you will have Monday and Tuesday to play your games, so don't get stressed about it. Leave a few hours to the boys there, and they will actually go on and do whatever it's needed to upgrade everything for you to have access to. And get ready for round two. Especially in all sense, I see some decks here and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be even more interesting. And again, a few apologies for the roulette problems with the tiers. That's gonna be resolved as well. So next round is gonna be more fluent when we actually do it.
You can already contact your opponent, so you can get like, hey, we can play it at whatever time you need to play it. So remember, you have until Tuesday, um, ah, 11 and 59 minutes from Mexico, um, PM already. So yeah, keep that in mind. You have until Tuesday. So yes.
Excellent.
Don't worry about the losers and the upper bracket because the upper bracket has no relations with the lower bracket until it has finished it. So when the upper bracket finishes, the losers brackets can go on. For round 3, I see that they don't have anything to do with the upper bracket as well. So maybe round 3 and round 4 will be played the same day. I'm not sure. We will see. We will see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see depending on how things will go, and we'll decide accordingly.
The first 3 rounds are the most difficult ones because of
There are a
the
lot of people
entire.
just switching brackets, and it can get a bit confusing. But yeah, after that finishes, it's gonna be much more
Yeah,
straightforward.
round 4 to the finals are just way quicker. There are few matches. So yeah, don't worry. So thank you all for all of this. We are trying to make it the best tournament. We have some problems that are, well, it is not
Being
related
taken care
entirely
of.
to us. Yeah, we are taking care of anything. And remember, we will make the change when we need it. So yeah.
Okay. Peluchon, thank you very, very much for joining me for this. We're going to be doing this again for the next draft. After all the games that we drafted today are going to be finished.
The
Uh,
next draft will be on Wednesday.
Wednesday,
If
probably, yeah.
matches are finished until Tuesday, yeah, we have Wednesday to make the new draft, and people will have to play it until Thursday, no, Friday and Saturday, just
Probably.
like before.
Okay.
Yeah, and remember, the updated deck list will be up in 2 hours. So yeah, we will make an announcement, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on Discord and you will get the notification there that everything is ready to go. So you can actually go on and, experiment with your decks, analyze the changes that needs to be done, or test your opponent's decks as well, since you already know what kind of decks they run. So you can plan your strategy. Yeah, that's it.
Well, anything else, guys? Any question? I mean, remember, if we have another problems, another feedback about some decks, yeah, don't worry about it. We will make the change needed for round 3. We hope we don't have any more changes, but it always happens. We have now decks that we didn't see in round 1, so maybe there will be more changes, but we will try it. We will try it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Pilincho, for being here. Well, if you want, I'm gonna be jamming a few games with soldiers and try to bust my face on the wall, learning how to play the new cards, new change cards.
Playing
If you,
Skellige, you know?
I don't want to play Skellige. I just want to play NG. Everybody's playing NG, and it's like. I mean, I don't want to play NG, but I have to because I need to learn what the new cards do. Yeah, if you don't get a feel with them, you don't really understand them, right?
Don't like them. They are just too strong. It's like whatever. You will win round one every time. So yeah, I don't like the new soldiers deck. Well, at least it will just be just this month, I guess, because next month we have the new draw,
The new cards, yeah,
the
they're
new
gonna
the,
we're
the
gonna have
new
the
batch.
yeah
Yes.
we're gonna have the new cards, which is gonna be great.
So yeah, well, I think it's okay for the people who like Nilbarb soldiers. I don't like it.
Hey, people
Yeah.
like Rykov are gonna be super excited because he's an NG main.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
You
so
don't like. Yeah.
you have a shit ton of things like Nausicaa and other bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna
Well,
be we're
yeah.
gonna be looking into them right after this. We're gonna be jamming a few games for probably another hour or two.
Leave. I'm sorry about that, but I have to leave.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll see
I
you
will
very
be
soon.
in the chat.
We'll be in touch. Thank you again for being here, and looking forward for the next matches. Oh, and I will have after the stream. I will arrange for having the match of Halt and Munchies uploaded, and I'm gonna share the link with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also remember that this time the Casino Win Cup will have a prize pool, and also
Mm-hmm.
half of the prize pool will go to a charity. So keep that in mind.
We're
We
gonna
will
be
do,
we're gonna be updating you on the specific charity in the upcoming few
yeah,
days.
and also well, I will tell you right now, we will make we need to make an event. Well, when I reach 800 followers, I have like a tradition in my channel. Like every time I hit 100 followers, I mean 100, 200, 300, I always do 12 hours exclusive. So yeah, we can make I don't know, a charity stream as well in that time, and we can do a lot of fun things if you
Sounds
want
good.
to. I
Sounds
think that
good.
will be good also for the tournament, so people get to know what they are going to win. We have
Mm-hmm.
already a few donations in the Bandit Scan account, I believe. I don't know how much money it is, but we have a few donations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Understandable. I don't think I'm gonna ever do a 12-hour stream, but I've done 8 hours and it was kind of easy. So maybe in the future I might do 12 hours. We'll see.
I've done a 24 hours stream. That was such a horrible experience.
It's definitely something
I
I
try
wouldn't
to
do.
be awake as much as possible, but then your body doesn't work that way.
I know, buddy. I know. Okay,
Okay, well, see you around, podcast.
and
Bye
see
bye.
you around, my friend. Thank you very much again for joining me, and I'll talk to you very soon.
All right.